Hi, this is Jaya. In today's video, we shall see about detective fiction as a literary term. What is a detective fiction? Detective fiction is a popular literature where a crime is committed. Then investigation will be done and finally the culprit will be revealed. Traditionally, the detective story will have a perfect crime. Generally, it will be a murder or it will be some burglary or theft, something like that. And who has done it will be the main question, like who did the crime. And usually, a wrong person will be accused of the crime because all the evidence will point only to that particular person. And generally, the police will be a dim-witted police, which means intelligent. Dim-wit means less intelligent. And we will have a detective who has a superior mind of intelligence and a very great power of observation. That is, he will be able to note on certain things and everything which no one else has noted. And finally, the detective will tell who is the culprit, and he will also reveal all the clues that helped him to identify the culprit. Now, the first English detective novel was written by Edgar Allan Poe, The Murders in the Rue Morgue, and this became an instant success. It is said that Poe was influenced by memoirs written by Francois Eugen Vidoco, and this Francois Eugen Vidoco founded the first detective bureau in the world in Paris, and this he founded in 1817. And the famous detective of Poe is Augustin Dupin, and this Augustin Dupin also appeared in his The Mystery of Mary Roget and The Purloined Letter. Following Poe, we have the famous French novelist Émilie Gabriel writing her L'Affaire Legros, and she wrote many novels as a sequel. And of course, we have Wilkie Collins. The Moonstone is the name of the book which he wrote, and T.S. Eliot also has appreciated this book. And in America, the first detective novelist is Anna Katina Green, and her book is The Leavenworth Case. And we have the Australian writer Fergus Hume writing The Mystery of a Hansom Cab. Now, among the detectives in the world, we have Sherlock Holmes, who is even now famous. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson are very famous characters who appeared in Arthur Conan Doyle's A Study in Scarlet. Since they were very successful, a collection of short stories were written, which comes as in the Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes and Hound of the Baskervilles. G.K. Chesterton's famous detective is Father Brown, who appears in his The Innocence of Father Brown. And then we have another Inspector French, who was introduced by Freeman Wilscroft in his The Cask. Another famous detective is Hercule Poirot in Agatha Christie's The Mysterious Affair at Styles. And Agatha Christie has also written many short stories which are all detective novels. And then another great detective character is Miss Meeple in The Murder at the Vicarage, and Lord Peter Wimsey in Dorothy L. Sayers' Whose Body. And then we have this famous writer Dashiell Hemet, who wrote detective novels based on his own experience because he was a private detective. And his novels are The Maltese Falcon featuring Sam Spade. Then we have this novel The Thin Man, in which we have Nick and Nora Charles, who are a married couple, and the detective work will be done in a humorous way. And of course, the introduction of the paperback books made the detective story writers very popular. And we have the Mystery Writers of America, which was founded in 1945, presenting Edgar Allan Poe awards for excellence in writing detective novels every year. Charles Dickens has also written Bleak House. In fact, seeing Wilkie Collins's Moonstone, he also wrote The Mystery of Edmund Drood, but he did not complete it. But still, it is a landmark in the history of detective fiction. And Wilkie Collins, who was in the influence of Charles Dickens, he is referred as the grandfather of English detective fiction. And among the famous female writers of detective fiction are Agatha Christie, Dorothy L. Sayers, Josephine Tey, Marjorie Allingham, and Nijua Marsh. Now, what are the characteristics of today's detective novels is a crime is committed. There are many suspects. The central character will be the detective and he will collect the evidences. He will go and interview all the suspects as well as the witnesses. And finally, he will solve the mystery and the criminal is either arrested or punished. These are the characteristics of detective novels. But definitely even before Edgar Allan Poe, many stories were there which gives us a thrill. Like if you take the Thousand Arabian Nights, even that has a thrill in it, but detective novel has its own characteristics and there are many subgenres in these which we can see in our later videos. Like the video, share with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.